Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on the Ridge, I've got a huge job. We are having to cut into our block foundation. That's right, I gotta get a concrete saw and cut out a huge section of our block foundation. Why? Let's find out. Whoa! One, two. You see, what happened was, I forgot. I am the general contractor for my off-grid barn house build here, and had this beautiful patio poured and this footer and block foundation done for our off-grid barn house. And they did an amazing job with the foundation, but I forgot to reiterate the pass-throughs I need for the utilities. Now, one thing I forgot is right here. This is the water line, so I just had to dig this trench out, put that pass-through under there. So I'm still working on that. I'm waiting for my PEX to arrive to finish that job. One thing that they did do for me was put my crawl space access in. I definitely have to have that, so I'm good there. But if we come around this side of the building, we can see I've got a septic tank. Again, we are off-grid, 100% solar power. Look at that, 48 solar panels and a power shed over there with inverters and batteries. Again, 100% off-grid. We got a well, we have septic. We create all our own power and utilities here. So I got this septic tank, and it's out, it's about out right here somewhere. I forgot the drain that went under the foundation for that as well. They cut that out of the footer for me and then put the blocks over it. So that one's taken care of. The one I've got to do today is the one that goes right here. I've got to create a 16-inch down, up down by 40-inch wide pass-through for our HVAC ducting. Yeah, that's going to be a huge job. That is reinforced concrete-filled cinder blocks. There's rebar in there and concrete filled, each one of them. And so right there above that vent is basically the dryer vent is right behind there. So the dryer vent will come out the wall right there. And I don't want the HVAC unit too close to it. So we're going to put it right over here, but also can't get it too close to the septic tank. So I gotta maintain distance. So yeah, we got to cut into concrete. What I'm going to be using today for this huge job is this Vevor DC425 16-inch concrete cut saw. Has a maximum cut depth of 6 inches. Now I've got 8-inch cinder blocks to cut through, so I'll have to cut on one side, then cut on the other. Can we do it? Let's see what's in the box. All right, here is the saw itself. Oh boy, oh boy. Let me get this out of the way. There's more in the box, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this set up here. Let's just see what's in this bag. Look at that, guys. Look at this. Ugh. This thing weighs 39 pounds, by the way. Not light. Not light at all. But does have, check this out, it is for wet cutting. The blade said dry cutting, but this actually is a wet saw. All right, the blade does spin clockwise. You can see the arrow right there, and it actually has the arrow on the blade. The nut on here is actually righty-loosey, lefty-tighty. It's the exact opposite of what you think. So don't keep trying to go, oh, I can't loosen it lefty-loosey. Well, yeah, that's why. So pull this off of here, keep everything together right there. And this, should do this without cutting myself. Slide it right up on in. Get it right over the sleeve. Now it's over the sleeve. And then I should be able to put this, without dropping it, right over there. Make sure it stays on the sleeve. And then there, lefty-loosey, or lefty-tighty. Just so, remember to say that, okay? So, get this and tighten. I gotta hold it in place. Get it tight. Tight, tight. There we go, nice and tight. Fries are done. Get our hose untangled. Undo this. Now this pump is waterproof, so you can stick it right down in the, it's a submersible pump. So get the cables. I'm gonna drop that down in there. Let's turn it on and let's see what it does. Wow, we got water, whoa! Don't spray it. Right, take your other clamp, slide it over the end of this hose. Then we got our valve right here. Push it all the way over. Clamp on there. Now we are ready. So let me go ahead and close this. Okay, turn the pump on. And water goes up, but see it can't go anywhere because of this. Now if I turn this on, we should see water come out of here. Oh yeah, we got water coming out. See right there, water spraying out. Yep, let me go ahead and turn it off. Okay, another really nice thing is we've got wheels here to guide it along. You're cutting a straight line along a concrete subfloor or coming up and down a wall. These wheels on both sides. Also this mud flap here, or debris flap. That really is nice. Let me go ahead and turn it on for the first time. We've already got everything tightened down. Let's see what happens here. You guys ready? This is gonna be exciting. Oh, you gotta plug it in first, Tim. You gotta plug it in first. And if you plug it in, make sure GFCI is reset. All right, here we go. That was kind of anticlimactic, wasn't it? Here we go. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. One of those other really nice features, it has a ramp up to start. That way it doesn't, you know, trip your breakers out just like that. So here we go, guys. We have got it assembled. It's time to start cutting. All right, so we've got to cut a 16 by 40 hole out of this block foundation. Yeah, that's right. I forgot to cut it out or block it out ahead of time for our HVAC. So we're going to do about 2.5 blocks over the top, 2.5 blocks on the bottom. So 2 rows got to come out. I probably have to dig some dirt out here to get the saw sideways. Sideways saw is going to be difficult. I think what I'm going to do is test the saw out first, since I've never used this saw. I'm going to test it out right in the center there. Just do a practice cut 2 inches deep, go 2 inches, see if I can get 6 inches down. Practice cut in the center, because I don't want to mess up my block foundation. So let's just do a test in the center. I do have dust mask. I've got hearing protection, eye protection. We've already got some water set up with our pump. We got the depth gauge already set, so let's try this. So I'm going to be cutting from here to here, and I do have this band in the way, so I think I'm just going to do my test cut right there. Let me go ahead and get my PPE on, my personal protective equipment, and I don't know how much dust is going to be out with it being a wet. I'm still gonna make sure I do it safely. So. All right, drop the pump down in there, turn it on. Make sure I got the valve on here. All right, we're pumping. All right, here we go, guys. This is the test. This is the test right here. Gonna do about 2 inches. Let's see. Can we do it? Whoa! My goodness, that worked great. I don't think I'm gonna need the mask here, so let me just take that off for a second. All right, so we're gonna go 40. And that should be right on this seam right here. So this seam right here, I definitely don't want to make that mistake. And then, yeah, that's 40 on this seam right here. Cutting on that mortar seam kind of helps a lot too, I think. And of course, we're going 2 blocks down. At least that's the plan. Pull that cap off there. Let's get the pump turned on. Where's the switch at? Oh, there it is. Get the water turned on. All right, here we go. This is the live cut, guys. Live cut. Here we go. I had to stop it. This piece of rebar was blocking me because the guard extends out, and I actually got off a little bit, so I got to straighten this cut up. All right, much better, much better. That's 2 inches. Let's go a little bit deeper. Let me adjust the blade. Again, I can go as much as 6 inches down. Let's do about 4 or 5. Back this back, get the water going again. Whew, it is a messy job, but so far it's working pretty good. All right, let's try this again. Go. Let's see how deep that was. Oh, that's pretty good. Let's go a little deeper. All right, this is max cutting depth. Let's see what happens. Oh, kind of ran up on me there a little bit. I say you only want to go forward. Go all the way through 6 inches. Woo. That is pretty deep, guys, pretty deep. Woo. Let me get this water off. Whoa, don't drop it. For 39 pounds, it's pretty heavy. All right, let's see. Are we 6 inches? Yep, 6 inches there. That's really, really good. And we didn't use much water either. All right, for this side, I'm going to try to do all 6 inches straight across very slowly. Right up there. Slow down, Tim. Slow down. Nice. We got it. All the way across. Perfect. Straight, too. I love it. All right, now I'm going to try something a little different. I'm going to try to go down the wall. Again, like you said, you always want to go forward. I'm going to keep it on the 6 inch setting and try to go down the wall like this and see if I can get to that second block, at least a corner of it. Down in the hole here, let me get the water on. If it gets dangerous, I'll stop. At least that's the plan. All right. All right, stop for a second, see what that looks like. Hey, I did pretty good. Turn that water off. All right, let's try this again. slowly. All right, let me get my face mask on. I'm getting a little bit of dust in my face. All right. Woo. Take another break. I'm getting there. Woo, we got thunder going on. Let's see if we can get this cut done before storm gets here. Let's see how that did. Oh, we got all the way down there. That's good. All right, we got down to that seam. I can probably go a little bit further. I really don't want to do too much overlap. I think I'll use my masonry Sawzall bit for the corners. But yeah, that turned out pretty good. Oh my gosh, guys. Thunder. Thunder. We got thunder and lightning. It's actually starting to rain a little bit. Oh, it's raining. I gotta go. All right, that quick thunder boomer has came and went. Didn't get too much wet, which is good. I don't want to be out here sopping around in the mud. But now that you've seen me do this one whole side, let me get the back side and then the other end, front and back, all these verticals done off camera. And we'll come back and see how we're going to tackle that horizontal one sideways. I'm still scratching my head on that one. We'll see how it goes. So I'll be right back. All righty, we made quick work of it actually. Well, quick as cutting cement blocks can, but we did get it done. So you can see that one's almost down to the bottom of the second block. Same thing with that one. I had a hard time getting the wheels over the edge and then getting it to pass all the way through. If you look, you really don't see sunlight all the way through, but I think I've got the tool to finish that. What I've got here is the Milwaukee Sawzall Diamond Max Sawzall blade. This is a 9-inch blade. It's for tile, stone, and cast iron. Not sharp at all. But what it's got is diamond grit all along the sides there. I don't know if you guys can see that diamond grit on there. That is diamond grit on the side. But I'm hoping I can go down the side, finish the cut all the way through, and get those corners. Also, I'll be using a thick metal blade, not this one, a thick metal blade, because we've got some rebar going through there as well. So whenever I hear that saw blade hit some rebar, I got to stop and switch over to the thick metal Sawzall blade. Hopefully I don't break my 16-inch concrete blade. That would be bad. All right, let's go ahead and get this blade inserted. Knocked in there. All right, let's see if we can cut through. Actually, look at this. It is almost all the way through. Let's just see how far it goes. It's cutting. It's cutting. Woo, can you see it on that side? I don't think you can because it's a 9-inch blade. I don't think you can. Let me come around that side. All right, let's try it on this side. Oh, we're all the way down there. Look at that. I like it. Got to connect these two sides up here. Yeah. I may have to get that saw blade a little bit deeper on there. It's going down though. Maybe I should get some water. Whoa! Don't do that. Let's see how far we are into it. Yeah, see it stops right there. Yeah, so let's go a little bit farther. All right, we made it to the bottom of that second block. Woohoo! All right, let me do the same thing on this side. Oh, there we go, all the way. Keep going, keep going. That's a pretty cool bit now. All right, let me get this all the way down. We'll come back and we'll see if we can get this big saw horizontal. That's scaring me. All right, I got both vertical cuts done, and now for the part I'm dreading. Don't attempt this at home unless you're a professional. I am not a professional. A lot of times I'll have a rail system that guides for a horizontal cut like this. I just got to use muscle, so we'll see what happens. I did adjust the depth just a couple inches. I don't want to have to bite it in too far. If I can get it just to start a little bit, maybe I'll be okay. So let me get some water on this thing. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. Get a little closer here. I'll tell you that. I went a little bit low right there. I think I can back up a little bit, get this side here, and then go a little deeper. That's fun. All right, let me work on this at the 2-inch point, and then I'll come back and go a little bit deeper. And hopefully once I get it deeper, it'll guide down there. I'll have to keep some lift on it so it doesn't bind up on the side of the blade, which you definitely don't want to do that. I'm glad I'm trying the inside first, because I did get kind of off track a couple times there. And of course, the HVAC duct's gonna cover anything on the outside, but you know me, I want it to look good, even though it's gonna be hidden. All right, let me get back to work. Whoo, guys, I got it all the way across there. I'll tell you right now, this is one of the toughest jobs I think I've ever done. I've baled hay, I've done roofing. Holding this 40-pound saw sideways and trying not to cut my leg off, that's a tough one. It's rough. I am very, very glad it is water cooled because that water is really keeping the dust down. I'm not having to wear a dust mask. I put my knee on the hose earlier, and all of a sudden all this white dust started coming up, and I look, oh, I was pinching the hose off. So the water definitely helps. All right, I've been doing this in small increments. That's why I haven't been filming, because it would be like 5,000 clips. Let me go ahead and switch over to the other side, see if I can get it 6 inches deep. And I'll probably have to use a Sawzall to get the corners, and maybe we can tip this thing over. Woohoo! Guys, that's tough stuff now. Oh, it's still solid though. I got the horizontal all the way across there. I still need to go back, get the full 6 inches. The wheels kind of keep me from getting the full 6 inches with that guard. I may have to take something off if I can't get all the way through. The sides, because the wheels stayed over the lip, the sides, I got the full 6 inches. So I definitely have to get through somewhere so I can get my Sawzall blade in there. I'll tell you what's tough though, is fire ants. I got into some fire ants and boy, they tore my ankles up. I was just sitting there going, rah, 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 rah. And then all of a sudden I felt pain in my ankles. Oh my gosh. Whew. The camera may make it look like this is only taking a half hour or so, but this has been hours, guys, hours. I work about 15, 20, 30 minutes. And of course I have to keep filling the bucket up. When the bucket gets, low, I take a break. I go get a Gatorade, get some water, fill the bucket back up, come back out. It has been, hours. The power of editing. I'm just saving you from having to sit here and watch this for hours and hours. Whew. Watching me work. Go work life. All right, now for the moment of truth. Did we go all the way through? Here we go. Oh, we're all the way through. Yes. Let's see how far we go. Let's go back this way. Whoa, careful, don't break the blade. All right, we're through there, but we're not through right here, so. All right, let's go back this way, see what we are at. Oh yeah, look at there. Oh yeah. All right, so we are, I got ants on me again. We are a lot of the way through. Let me see if I can get these corners with the diamond grip bit, and then we'll get this wall down. All right, I've used the Sawzall all the way down on both sides and under the middle. The middle is clear. I'm still missing a little bit on the bottom left and a little bit more on the bottom right. But I'm thinking, if I use this sledgehammer and whack the wall, maybe it'll crack that and flip it over that way. I don't want to go this way. I don't want to damage the bottom of this wall right here. But this may be a bad idea. But let's see what happens. You ready? 1, 2. Oh, I saw it move. Look at that, guys. Here we go. Woo! Yes! Woo, we did it. Actually looks pretty good. Ooh, guys, I did get lucky. Look at that. You can see right down there that pretty gray, that's the part that broke. And then over here on this side, there was that little spot right there that broke. Other than that, we had, and I don't see any rebar. I got really, really lucky. I know there's a piece of rebar right there or right there because I went back and watched the video when we put in our block foundation, and I know there's rebar all the way through all 3 of the blocks there. So I got really, really lucky. I can just get my Sawzall with the diamond grip blade and clean this up a little bit. But guys, 16 by 40 hole is done. Whoo, well, we got it done. It may not be super, super pretty, and I can get a cutting wheel or grinder and smooth all this up a little bit. As long as it's 16 by 40, I'm happy. Definitely happy with my Vevor 16-inch wet dry concrete saw. If you want one of these, I'll leave a link down in the description. Guys, I've got water lines to connect now. 116 degrees Fahrenheit heat index, and I am cooking. But I'm glad it worked out. I've also got to get the tractor over here and get this giant chunk of concrete out of here, because can't just leave it right there. That'll be on another video, guys. So if you did like today's video, give it a big old thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. Always 100% free. Hit that notification bell right down there to be notified anytime a new video comes out on one of my channels. Until next time, hope everyone has a blessed day, and go Ridge Life. Woo!